After that album, does Leshaun find herself musically?
You said, wait, hold on one second. My phone is
No
beeping.
problem.
I don't want to keep going off during the interview. Okay, say that again.
Once that album kind of does its thing, that song blows up, where do you find yourself musically? Are you still wanting to create, or is this the point where the industry is leaving a bad taste in your mouth, and you're pursuing, being more into family and kind of leaving the music business behind?
Yeah, I was more into my family, raising my kids. Again, yeah, the music industry had left a bad taste in my mouth, and I just was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I toured with Elle. We finally got to a point where everything was good with us. And so I did end up going on tour with him. But as far as me ever doing anything else with it, at one point, Elle did say that he wanted to um, sign me. He was going to do something with me, but I don't know if y'all realize this. Like, L's never put anybody out, like unless it's something that happened that I don't know. But you know how other artists always put out other artists. He's never put anybody out. So, yeah, I thought that I was going to be that person, but it never happened, and I just went on with my life. It was no big deal. I was doing what I love. I was doing interior design, and so I just went on with my life. The song kept blowing up, and the song eventually went triple platinum, which was great. My royalty checks were nice, but again, considering that the song came about from something that I birthed, you would think that I would have done a whole lot better than I did. But I don't I don't feel like I'm some sort of outlier because there's so many people in the industry that ended up just like me, where they either signed a bad deal, guilty, or they just didn't ask for what they should have asked for up front in terms of publishing, in terms of writer's credit. There was a lot of things that I should have done, but I didn't do. But again, I was really young and I didn't know any better. So a lot of people made a lot of money off of me. And it seems like it's so weird because I'm about to be double nickels and now I'm like doing interviews and people are starting to ask me after the 50 years of hip hop. It's like, well, what happened to LaShawn? I'm like, I'm here, I've been here, just doing my own thing. I kind of just took a back seat, but yeah, I just decided to do my own thing. But it does kind of suck that everybody else, labels and whatnot, artists got paid and still perform my song with other people. And I I don't know. People are like, well, where is that girl? What does she look like? I still get that to this day. Like, I just did an interview with Sway in the Morning with Heather B. And during that interview, people were in the comments like, oh my God, I never knew what she looked like. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like 30 some years later, and people are like, oh my God, I never knew what she looked like. Yeah.
Oh, incredible.
Hmm.
Catch us up on life after music.
My interior design. That's always that was not after music. I would say that was before and during music. So just something that I went right back into. I went back to school for interior design because remember I had been in school for fashion design. So I kind of switched gears. I had to pivot a little bit, and I've always been into DIY, do it yourself, home improvement. And at that point, that's when I started like auditioning for HGTV, Discovery Home, different things like that. And I was getting written up in the Washington Post, and doing articles about that. It was like it completely shifted, even though everybody wanted to know, well, who is this person and why are we featuring her? So obviously the whole doing it thing came up, but then it switched into my DIY, doing the home improvement. And then I started doing tiny home stuff, which became really, really popular a few years ago. And because that was so popular, my name came back out again. And it was like, oh, this artist is doing so and so forth. And yeah, so that's what I'm kind of known for now, is not so much the music, but being like a tiny home kind of do it yourselfer.
What's the process with tiny homes for those who don't know?
What is the process?
Exactly
Say,
is it to do with the tiny homes?
say again.
What
You broke up.
exactly to do with tiny homes?
You live in them.
What and for you? What
Oh, for me, I you like, what do you do with them? You live in them.
just
You travel, and so for me, it was getting them some sort of dwelling that is on wheels, and then I would convert the inside into a home, someplace where you could live. So it was building out kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, making the space where it was more functional for people to
okay.
live in.
What about your photography in 2024? Are you still pursuing that?
I still do my photography, but it comes into play more now as videography because I have my YouTube channel, which is the thing that I focus on the most right now is building my YouTube, building my brand over there. I have a really strong audience, and that's pretty much where you find me now is on YouTube. I'm back on Instagram, but only because I was forced to go back on Instagram. Like my son goes, Mom, you have to go back on Instagram. And Sway said the same thing, and Heather said the same thing. So that day when I did the interview was when I reactivated my Instagram because I hadn't been on it.
Right,
I focus on my YouTube channel.
right. Do you miss the music at all? And are there any plans for Leshaun to jump back in on the mic?
No, no. I do not. Not saying that I don't have it. I do. I was in the studio, oh, maybe about a year and a half ago with Wino, Coolio's producer. You remember Coolio?
Yep.
So me and Wino are really cool, and Wino has his own studio. So when we would hang out, he'd be like, yo, L, why don't you do something? So, me and Wino messed around a little bit in the studio, but I wasn't feeling it after that. Not the music or what I did, but I just was like, this really is not me. It's not my thing right now. My thing is, like I said, interior design, DIY, home improvement, having my audience. They love it. They love that shit. They eat it up, and I love giving it to them. Have my website. I'm just working on trying to build my blog page, my brand of merchandise. I have a couple doing it shirts. This one I don't have anymore. This one
Uh,
doing it and doing it and doing it. Well, that was from the 50th anniversary. So this was last year's shirt. So if you didn't get it, so sorry for you. But I still have my other shirt available now, but it just doesn't have the 50th anniversary logo on it. So I might bring this one back without the 50th anniversary thing on it.
yeah, because consumers definitely need it. Any other avenues Leshaun is looking to pursue in the future?
That's pretty much it. I think I said what it is that I'm doing. I'm still doing my photography. If a photography job comes up, I do editing. I do work for other companies doing editing, because Lord knows YouTube does not pay.
Right.
Right, YouTube does not pay. So yeah, I still do editing jobs for other people because that's what I've gotten really comfortable with. But my photography is all part of my brand. So a lot of the things that I plan on bringing for people will be something that I designed or something I shot and then turned into like an abstract design or something. And then I can start putting that either on t-shirts, hats, socks, pillows, whatever it might be, and then just bring my brand to people.
Gotcha. How do you feel about the state of female MC in 2024?
The state of female MCs. Ooh. um, I don't. I don't. I mean, I have my songs that I like. I have my artists that I like. Um, but there's a lot of females that I don't know. I don't even know who they are. Like I'll hear their names and I'm like, who is that? And what song did she make? Because it's just not relatable for me anymore. Not like when it was back in my day and like you mentioned Latin quarters, but it would be me and like Nikki D is right here and Queen Latifah is right there, MC Light is right there. Like, we were in each other's circles, and so it was different. So not to say that females didn't have beef with each other, but I didn't have beef with them, So some artists have beef with each other, but yeah, that wasn't me. Like I've always been chill. My beef was with the fellas.
Right.
My beef was with the fellas. Like, yo, we could all stick together. We could all stick together. These females, like, we could just keep pulling each other up, and yeah, but that didn't happen.
Right. Wow. I want to thank you so much for everything you've done for the culture. For those who may not, haven't seen you in a while, any last words for those supporters who've still been riding with you since day one?
Thank you. Thank you so much for riding with me or coming and finding me on my YouTube channel because you're like, I loved you. I love your song. And I'm so glad I found you. Thank you so much for holding it down all this time. And they stick with me no matter what I'm doing. It's like, yeah, you did music, but we still fucks with you because you keep it real. So yeah, thank you to all those people. And one thing I forgot to mention, there's a new documentary coming out that I am in. I forgot all about that, but Dream Hampton did a new documentary. I'm not sure if you're familiar with who Dream Hampton is. Yeah, you should be. But she did a new documentary. It's called "It Was All a Dream." You remember Biggie? It was all a dream. Yeah. So anyway, but Dream did that, and I'm in it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because Dream was always walking around with her camera, and I'm just like, ooh, I don't know what I might have got caught saying, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So if you guys get a chance to go see the documentary, It Was All a Dream. I believe the premieres are going to be, I'm not sure when this is going to air, but I know the week of the 9th, there's a few premiere screenings. And then after that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to stay or if it's going to be bought by somebody or, I don't know the rest. But yeah, if you're in New York.
What was that documentary focusing on? The early
Hip
days?
hop. Mm-hmm. Hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dream was always walking around with her camera. So it's like 30 years back, hip hop. Yeah.
Wow. Can't wait
Yeah.
to see. Before we get out of here, can you let the viewers know where they can find you on social media?
Everything is at Leshaun Will. So you have my website at Leshaun, it's LeshaunWill.com, my YouTube at Leshaun Will, Instagram at Leshaun Will. And then I have a backstage pass membership at Coffee, and that's coffee dot Leshaun Will, something like that. Yeah. But that's sort of my behind the scenes, my BTS. That's me just jumping up, no makeup, no hair, no glam, no nothing, and just like, hey guys, so today, type of thing. So if they want to get down with the get down, then go ahead and join my coffee membership too.
Absolutely. Like I said, thank you for everything you've done for
Thank
the
you,
culture.
Sin-seer.
Yes, and we're looking forward to everything you got coming this year and in the future. Like she said, you can find her on all those social media platforms. I'm the journalist Sin-seer, and that is Leshaun. we'll see you again in the near future, Leshaun. Thank you so much.
Sin-seer.
All
All
right.
right. Hi. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.